Yo, what is up, bros? This is Bruchminati returning to the World War II mod in what has become the hardest mission I have played so far. And that is the final NATO mission. As you can tell, I'm not playing a hacked version. I have updated my heavy tanks and definitely my missiles specifically for this mission. Whatever stars that I had left, I put down in that area. Definitely the missiles. I wish I could have fully upgraded them. 43 rounds for the great victory. Like I said, hardest mission so far between the World War II and World War I mods. And I am not doing this commentary live. So the problems are there's too many nukes. There's too many units, and those units are higher tier. A lot of good units like KV-5s, they got a big Air Force, they've got a crap ton of generals, and they only have to take Minsk. So yeah, I'm not doing this live because this mission took over 1 hour. So I recorded it and then sped it up by 2 times. Get it down to about 30 minutes. Pay attention to this infantry bro right there. The one I just shot with the tank. And yeah, you did see me producing subs when they have no enemy navy because I'm deploying the most feared weapon known to man. Well, one of the most feared. And that would be the land torpedo. Yeah, look at de Gaulle. I don't think he's going to war. I think he's going to Smolensk to cheat on his wife. So I lost 7 or 8 times on this before I finally got a strategy that worked. Yes, you see me put down Goring, and that was for this right here that I will be showing you. Exchange rate, bros. I can max out my money, which is absolutely needed. In fact, towards the end of the game, I'll need Goring back on here to get more money. That's how much money we're going to go through here. Yeah, so some of these times, I lost so quick because you have got to count on France to hold back the Soviets till I get up there from them taking Minsk. Sometimes they do a really good job. Other times it's like round 5 and Soviets have already captured it and I'm dead. And you just cannot forget to build missiles every single round. Missing 1 round could be the difference between winning and losing. You've got to take out the damn nukes. Just when you think you have enough subs, build more. You gotta be all about that land torpedo. Alright, there goes the first nuke. Probably couldn't see it because of the face cam, but it was there. It was the only nuke with a general on it. Very important nuke to take out. And I won't be using any generals on my tanks until I can get the majority of the nukes taken out. I'm going to be sneaking that general over to Turkey. Get land torpedoed. Usually it's that other bro that comes at us and we land torpedo. Yeah, for those of you who have not played this mission, it's a good one. It will definitely have you testing out different strategies. Like at first, I hadn't even thought about putting Goring on that city and taking it. I never thought of taking that other infantry general and sneaking him over to Turkey and taking that other strategic point. So if I lost Minsk, the game wouldn't be over. Before I didn't pump out motorized units to go up here and help capture stuff. My strategy has matured over time with the losses. I started this, I think it was Friday night. I played some Friday night and then I played some Sunday night or Saturday night, and then today is Sunday. There's the bro we usually light up with the land torpedoes. This time he gets sea torpedoes. Switching that up. He wanted something different. And they have like different attack plans. Like sometimes their main force, all these generals, would go towards Minsk. Other times they swing lower like they are now. And I always do like basically the same thing, so I don't know how they decide where they're going to send the bulk of their troops. Another nuke down. Yeah, I should have taken that. The more missiles you can pump out around, the better. I totally missed that. Yeah, they won't... If you put a general down on a tank, they won't kill him right away. But if you get too close to the front... And damn sure if you get on a city or an industrial tile or something that they want, you'll get nuked. The Soviets are savage on this mission. And this general over here is just, like, he's damn strong. Like I said, never have enough subs. See, they barely even went at Minsk. Which was very surprising. And you can't hit those top two most nukes until you take missile sites further north. But then it's like if you take them further north, then they get blown up before you can use them. So, I don't know. And I will say this also. They never went at Sevastopol so hard. I don't know, like, what got into them. Maybe the Soviets heard the Ukrainians were about to take it. I'm gonna sneak over there. More missiles, more better. More subs, more better. See, then the generals kind of started shifting north a little bit. Then they were just like, hey, did anybody go Minsk? Somebody dropped the ball, nobody went Minsk. Always good to see Manstein still up and going. Gives you hope. Hold on, bros. So, somebody had mentioned maybe doing the WTO missions after this. I don't know how hard they are, if it's anything compared to like some of the NATO missions or not. But I might do that. I still gotta finish the World War I, Empires campaign. I'm gonna go ahead and it was something I had never done, and that's take Warsaw. I had never been able to put out super heavies. I was just always putting out heavies. Four nukes remain. Most of their troops are nearing the front. Yeah, I would like to maybe put down some more aircraft, but they definitely get nuked instantly. Like, play this stage, try to put down an aircraft. See what happens. Instant wreckage. See, okay, this, having lost 7 or 8 times on this, did not really make me rage. Unlike Men of War. The last video I put up, if you guys have not watched that, I will throw up a link real quick. If you just want to see me rage, I watched, I think it's the last 2 or 3 minutes. Like, I put like a little rage montage. It didn't make me rage. You know why? Or this didn't, because if I lost, it was because of stuff I was doing. Like, my strategy wasn't good enough. I moved somebody. I forgot something, you know. Losing in Men of War, it was because the AI was doing shit I wasn't telling it to do. And if you've watched that video, or you're going to, it's like at one point, I have my guy like come out from a corner and try to shoot this guy, and instead of aiming at him, he turns his back to him and gets shot in the back and dies. The other time, I try to have the guy crawl up on his stomach and throw a grenade, which I find out I don't have. But then all of a sudden, he just stands up right in front of an MG42 emplacement and gets cut in half. It's like, I can take losing at a game if I'm at fault. But not if the game itself is what's screwing me over. That's when I rage. Alright, that's the last nuke I can hit until I take something. One of those near Minsk. But you don't want to take them too soon because they wreck them. I've tried that. If you're wondering why I haven't taken those yet. I know one was open. That's why. You can never get a missile off from there. Every time you build it, it's destroyed by the next round. Look at Manstein still alive. With the smallest amount of health possible. This was kind of like the racing mode for World Conqueror 4. It just took like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 playthroughs to get a decent strategy that would work. Somebody was mentioning, why don't you play the second racing mode or the third one? Nah, I'm done. I'm good. I'm done. I'm good. I don't want to play the racing modes. I'm done with that. Could I beat it? Of course I could. In record time. But it would take too long. And totally crap on my content output. I played the second one, I think, twice. I didn't get a feel for the strategy because, you know, if it's like the first one, you take out certain generals, they get a debuff, and then, you know, you can hopefully surround some of the generals, make them go stupid, take them out while they're debuffed. I don't have any idea, like, what the, what generals gave debuffs when you wiped them out. Or sometimes it was a city you took. Alright, we're going to be able to grab that here pretty soon. Within a couple rounds. That way, if we lose Minsk, it's not such a big deal. I will also say this. This was the easiest. You know, I always tell you, bros. You know, you say... I'm so good at some of these games. I like to say I got a decent amount of skill too, but you still need luck on some of these levels. On some of these stages, you just need a little bit of luck. Like South Korea in World Conqueror 3 and 4, like 1950s or 60s. You could have the best generals, and you could have maxed out technology, but you still needed a little bit of luck. Some of these missions, you can have all the skill in the world, you still need a little bit of luck. You still need the AI to do something stupid like they did here and not go at Minsk whatsoever. And decide that Sevastopol was more important. That gets you nothing. They decided it's kind of like Hitler with Stalingrad. I mean, you could say, I mean, I've read it, there was no strategic importance to it, but it was kind of, it would have been nice to take, I guess, if you were Germany, so you would have a major city north of, like, the Caucasus, where you know, a huge army could have came out of there and cut you off. Would have been smarter to go at Moscow, though. Put your effort towards Moscow. I want to go ahead and take that one, too. Now it's just missile the shit out of what generals are left, whatever's going on. And look at this line. Badass generals. T-95s. Doom turtles. Oh, you knew it was coming, bros. You knew I could not play through one mission without that popping up. But it kind of makes sense here since you're versing like every single general the Soviets have. I think there probably is all the Soviet generals deployed. Yeah, I was about to buy a general before I seen that Gowring was so good. He learned that skill of bartering for better deals while looking for discounts on food. He spent a lot of time haggling in buffets for a better priced buffet. Oh, and again. That should hook us up with enough money to go the rest of the mission, I think. Yeah, what is up, bros? Your armor columns were so strong before, when I could only produce heavies with no generals. They were so confident, your generals and their armored units. Alright, next round, I can take out that last nuke. Sevastopol's still holding out. They've severely depleted their KV-5 reserves. The last nuke, bros. Boom! No more nukes. Let's see how the Soviet Union fights without nukes. Feels good to be rolling in with some T-95s. Devers was who got the call up. There was some different choices, you know, but gotta go with the Devers. Gotta go with the GOAT. See, if they'd have taken the force they sent at Sevastopol and sent it at Minsk, right from the beginning, they probably could have wrecked the French lines and took the city and gave me an L again. So now we have only got to take Moscow and Leningrad. And for some reason, they never go for that city in Turkey. They never head back that way. I can leave that open indefinitely. 60 rounds, we'll never go back there. They're scared of the ghost of Ataturk. See, at least on this mod, if you're building artillery and it's instantly going to like be on the defensive, I think the smaller artillery has better defense. I don't pay attention to what it says really. Because I've noticed that what it says, especially when on some of these weird mods, what it says is not always what it actually is. You gotta trust your own eye on some of these. And I say the smaller artillery has a lot better defense. Heavy artillery seems to get one shot pretty easy. Well, at least when I'm using it, like when I'm going up against it, no. It's good. It's God mode. But when I'm using it, it's not very good. Another one. That's like 3 or 4 ones that guy's thrown down. So, you know, if France and Britain would have used their missiles to take out nukes too, this would have been so much more easier. I don't know what they're using their missiles on. But it damn sure wasn't the nukes where they should have been using it. Deaver's the goat getting involved. Start heading to Leningrad. Alright, set up for the capture of Leningrad next round. Then a quick hop over to Moscow, and this mission is a wrap, along with the entirety of the NATO campaign. So if you've been watching, I played the German one and I played NATO. I don't even remember what there's a Russian one, right? And there's the WTO is the other one. There's an Italian one, isn't there? Italian and British, maybe? I don't actually recall. I mean, since I started these months ago, I haven't not really paid attention to the beginning screen of the campaigns. Yes, as you can tell, they finally took Sevastopol. But not before they beat themselves. And here is the fall of Leningrad. "23 rounds. And now I'm just having some fun. Pushing these bros back. They were so sure they had the victory. Maybe that's what did them in. They were overly confident in the victory. And then took a giant L. RIP. We should be able... And there it was. Moscow falls on the 8th or 9th try, bros. We did it. Wrapped it up. Not sure what campaign I'm going to be playing next. If I am going to be playing one. I probably will, though. Anyways, if you're enjoying this content, you know what to do. Slap the like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and I will be back here for our next upload. Peace. Bruchminati out.